This would not happen with one of my clients. Why? Because they would call me first and I would say, no, that is a bad idea. Guys, if you're not a real estate person, then just keep scrolling because you're not going to want to hear this. But if you're in real estate, this is really the kind of stuff that you need to be paying attention to. Not all the classes that you're going to that give you CE credit, which CE credit is great, but most of the time, all of that stuff is just surface level BS that gets you credit. It's all the same information delivered to you by a different person because there's only so many CE classes that are approved by the state. This kind of stuff is the stuff that you actually really need to know. So this little story is relating to the topic I talked about last week about legal advice and the gray line and all that good happy stuff. I love being able to share real scenarios because that is how I apply what I've said to your business. So yesterday I was talking to another title agent friend of mine that has a situation going on currently. This absolutely should not have ever happened. And it happens all the time. There's an issue with this property. It's been there for years. It's a drainage issue. All of the water drains to the neighbor's property and causes issues for them. So there's been this whole thing going on with the original builder and so on and so forth. The county got involved and stuff. So the property is under contract to close in just a few days. The buyer is fully aware of the situation. The issue is being resolved. The county actually pulled a permit to do it. Mind you, there's nothing in the contract about this. The closing's not contingent on this issue being resolved or nothing like that. Here we are a few days before closing and the buyer's agent discovers that there's an open permit for this work that the county pulled to resolve this issue. Calls the title company, the title agent, asks him, and he says, no, this isn't a title issue because she's wanting to delay closing or stop closing until this permit is closed and the work is complete. And she says the seller is obligated to resolve this and get the permit closed out before closing because this is a title defect. And he explains to her, no, it is not a title defect. That provision in the contract doesn't apply. She proceeds to disagree and advises her buyer not to close. You are giving them legal advice. Oh, by the way, this isn't like a $200,000 property. This property is over $1 million. There's $15,000 in escrow. She has now advised the buyer to default on the terms of the contract.